Hi, welcome to Learn English and Practice with Marie. Today we're going to do Advanced Vocabulary Builder, lesson number 113. We'll go through 10 advanced words and talk about their definitions, parts of speech, and review a couple of examples for each. We'll finish with a story and do a quick review of each word. This is a series, so if you like this video, subscribe for more. It was originally supposed to be 100 videos, but hey, we're at 113 and we're going to keep going. Let's get started. First, I'll read the words. Trounce, Galvanize, Collusion, Elude, Placid, Coherent, Desiccated, Validate, Divine, Prosaic. First, trounce. This means to defeat heavily in a contest as a verb. Rebuke or punish severely as a verb. So to trounce someone is to defeat them in a very dramatic way. I know when I play poker against my friends or family, I want to trounce everyone I'm playing with. I want to win. I want to be the one with the big stack of chips and everyone else has nothing. Examples are: the star player managed to trounce his opponent in the final round of the tournament. Her speech was so persuasive that it seemed to trounce any doubts about her qualification. Galvanize. This means to shock or excite someone into taking action, as a verb. And there are additional meanings relating to metal. So to galvanize something is to kind of spur it on and make it easier for that thing to happen. A protest might, for example, galvanize a social movement. Take, for example, the movies The Hunger Games. There are little acts of defiance that the characters take that really galvanize something much bigger as the series goes on. Examples are: the coach's passionate speech helped galvanize the team before the big game. Her success story will undoubtedly galvanize others to pursue their dreams. Collusion. This means secret or illegal cooperation or conspiracy, especially in order to cheat or deceive others, as a noun. Illegal cooperation or conspiracy, especially between ostensible opponents in a lawsuit, as a noun. So to collude is obviously something that's really bad. It means to act in a way that's typically illegal, often immoral, and just undermines the integrity of whatever people are trying to do. Take, for example, the YSL court case, the Young Thug court case. There are a lot of accusations of collusion happening in the course of that trial. A judge got dismissed due to some of the really sketchy things that were happening, and there are allegations of collusion between a lot of different parties, including the judge. Examples are: the investigation revealed evidence of collusion between the two rival companies. Without proof of collusion, the accusations were dismissed in court. Elude. This means evade or escape from a danger, enemy, or pursuer, typically in a skillful or cunning way, as a verb. To escape the perception, understanding, or grasp of, as a verb. Defy, as a verb. So to elude something is to avoid it, to often narrowly escape it. You might, for example, elude a captor who's trying to kidnap you. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Note that this word is different than allude. This is elude. To allude is to suggest something in a more subtle way. This word right here, completely different. Elude is to evade or escape. Examples are: the thief managed to elude capture despite the police's best efforts. He worked hard to elude mistakes that had cost him success in the past. Placid. So when referring to a person or animal, not easily upset or excited, as an adjective. Especially of a place or stretch of water calm and peaceful with little movement or activity as an adjective. So a lake might be placid, or any body of water might be placid if there's no waves, if it's just gently reflecting the light and just very peaceful and beautiful. But you can also use this word to describe the demeanor of a person. For example, when looking for a mental health professional, a therapist, you typically want someone with a placid demeanor, someone who stays kind of neutral, is a good listener, and isn't sort of overly emotional as they're working with you. Examples are, the lake was perfectly placid, reflecting the sky like a mirror. The once placid town was now buzzing with unexpected excitement. Coherent. This means of an argument, theory, or policy, logical and consistent as an adjective, united as or forming a whole as an adjective. So you might use this example in the context of evaluating student work. If a student wrote a coherent thesis in their paper, that's fantastic. That means their main argument makes sense. However, if the thesis or the whole paper is incoherent, that means it's really hard to follow and very difficult to understand. Examples are, her presentation was clear and coherent, making it easy to understand. The professor praised her for her coherent writing style. Desiccated. This means having had all moisture removed, dried out as an adjective, lacking vitality or interest as an adjective. So something that's desiccated is dried up. It's lifeless. It's kind of all the moisture, all of the energy, all of the life is sucked out of it. To get at that first meaning, I'm currently binge watching a Korean cooking show, and I'm not very familiar with Korean cuisine, but I'm discovering that desiccated fish tends to be a really big part of that cuisine. So that's dried fish, where all the moisture has been sucked out. So that fish is desiccated. Examples are, the desert air was hot and desiccated, making it difficult to breathe. They found desiccated flowers pressed inside the old book. Validate. This means check or prove the validity or accuracy of something as a verb. Demonstrate or support the truth or value of as a verb. Make or declare legally valid as a verb. So to validate something is to affirm that it's true, valid, accurate, and when people are validated, it feels good. It feels good when others kind of agree and say that you're right or that your feelings or thoughts are valid. A little example I can give you is that when you go to visit a business in the United States and other places in the world, they might offer to validate your parking if you parked in a paid lot. So they'll give you some sort of stamp or special designation so that when you leave the parking garage, you don't have to pay. So that would be validating parking, because they are taking your little parking ticket and affirming the fact that you had a valid reason to park in that lot and you were, in fact, a customer of one of the affiliated businesses. Examples are, the teacher worked hard to validate each student's unique perspective. The experiment's results helped to validate the initial hypothesis. Divine. This means of, from, or like God, or a God as an adjective. Extremely good, pleasant, or enjoyable as an adjective. To guess something as a verb. And there are additional meanings related to religion. So in Harry Potter, there's a professor who practices the art of divination. So what she does is she divines things. She uses a crystal ball or reads tea leaves to kind of assess what's true or what will happen in the future. You might also use this word to express extreme approval of something. For example, if I'm having a wonderful dessert at a restaurant, like a chocolate mousse, I might say, "Oh, this mousse is simply divine. It is absolutely delicious." Examples are, she believed her success was a result of divine intervention. The explorers were in awe of the divine majesty of the untouched landscape. Prosaic. This means having the style or diction of prose, lacking poetic beauty as an adjective. Commonplace, unromantic as an adjective. So someone whose writing style is prosaic has a fairly simple and straightforward style. It's not overly flowery or complicated. Take, for example, the author Ernest Hemingway. His writing style is quite simple. It's quite prosaic because he is very straightforward. He does not use a lot of adjectives. He doesn't use a lot of elaboration. In fact, he's fantastic to read as an English language learner. Just watch out because he uses a lot of metaphors, so there is some trickiness there. But his style is stripped down and quite prosaic. Examples are, his style was effective, but somewhat prosaic, lacking imagination. She found beauty even in the prosaic details of daily life. So, let's read a story for some extra practice. The annual Inventors Challenge was underway, and the tension was thick. Lena, a calm and placid inventor, faced off against Ivan, her boastful rival. The task was to create a device that could help farmers in the desiccated regions of their country. While Ivan's flashy presentation dazzled the crowd, his design lacked a coherent purpose. Lena's design, however, was simple yet brilliant. A water purifier that turned humid air into drinkable water. Though prosaic in appearance, the machine's purpose was powerful. It didn't need to look divine. It needed to work. As Lena explained her invention, her words galvanized the crowd. Farmers in the audience cheered, seeing hope for their future. Ivan grew desperate. He tried to accuse Lena of collusion with the judges, but his claims fell apart when Lena's work was tested and proven to work flawlessly. The applause from the audience seemed to validate her efforts. In the end, Lena managed to elude Ivan's tricks and trounce him in the competition. Her calm determination and practical invention became a beacon of change for her community. For Lena, the real victory was knowing her work would help people in need. So, let's review these words quickly and I'll spell as we go. Trounce, Trounce, means to defeat or punish rather severely. Galvanize, Galvanize, is to shock or excite into taking action. Collusion, Collusion, is secret or illegal cooperation or conspiracy. Elude, Elude, is to evade or escape danger or to escape the perception, understanding, or grasp of. Placid, Placid, is someone who's not easily upset or calm water. Coherent, Coherent, is of an argument, theory, or policy logical and consistent. Desiccated, Desiccated, is having the moisture removed or lacking vitality or interest. Validate, Validate, is to affirm or declare something legally valid or prove the accuracy of something. Divine, Divine, is of, from, or like God or a god. Very pleasant and enjoyable, or to guess something. Prosaic, Prosaic, is to have a fairly simple style and lack that poetic beauty, or to be commonplace and unromantic. So again, those words are Trounce, Galvanize, Collusion, Elude, Placid, Coherent, Desiccated, Validate, Divine, Prosaic. Great job today. There are other videos like this on this channel, and more are coming soon. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below, and I'll put playlists and videos right here. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!